as never before. And today with this battle that we're giving, it's even more legitimate. We're going to turn this democratic leadership that we fight for, us Bolivarians of this 21st century. Here we are, the originals. We are the originals. We are from Bolívar, from Urdaneta, from Sucre, from Josefa Cuajina Sanchez, from Luisa Cáceres. We are the originals of Manuela Sáenz. We are the original Bolivarians. Who is doubting that? Who is doubting that? We are the Jerusalem of America, free, blessed, sacred, Christian, and socialist. So, that is the third task that Mahatma Gandhi was explaining during his conference. The third task is to define with our people the steps to be prepared with fast to pass in accordance with the concept, the strategical concept of the country to the armed fight in the defense of the sovereignty and the peace. It's just that simple. How am I ready in said street? How are we ready in the community, such community? 260,000 streets. And we have to say, in the next couple of weeks, Ameliash, ready and prepared in the over 200,000 streets to go to the armed fight whenever it's necessary, whether it's local, regional, or national, in accordance with the level of the aggression from the imperialism, in accordance with their level of madness. Communities, over 47,000 communities. You governors have to say president, high commanders in my state, all the communities are ready to go to armed fight in the moment that it's necessary. With three basic tasks that sum up the whole doctrine, and I leave that to you. The integral defense of the nation, the resistance, the active resistance to the invader, and the permanent offense of the whole nation is three concepts. The integral defense of the nation, it's the defense in every front, to produce, build, educate, form. The resistance, the active resistance to the invader, is the resistance for whenever they get through, if they dare.
And the permanent offensive, Ho Chi Minh says it. We are so Ho Chi Minh and they're saying so Kissinger. We are Ho Chi Minh and he says it, the permanent offensive. And I read, because I don't like to be speculating, this is what Ho Chi Minh wrote for us, a letter. Ho Chi Minh said, the army and the people of Vietnam will always need to dominate firmly and applying perfectly the thought of the offensive. I will not say any further. I am just saying we are every day more Ho Chi Minh with Bolívar, with Zamora. We've learned of this process of Fidel, of Raúl, of revolutionary Cuba, and from the Sandinist Front of National Liberation in Nicaragua. So, that is the third task, nice, patriotic. And I know that we are qualified, intellectually prepared, morally, and we are politically qualified so that all of us be prepared so that the country is at a great moment if imperialism tries to move forward today or tomorrow. To imperialism, we only say, do not dare. To the people of the US, to the people of the United States of America, does the people of the United States want a continent war? Does the people of the US want a war in South America? Is that people backing the idea of having many Vietnams in Latin America and the Caribbean, like Che said? The 40 million of Latin American and Caribbeans who are living in the United States, do they approve of this? Just questions that I'll pose to say how far they go. Questions that I pose in the air like a message, an alert message for truth, to preserve the peace in the continent. We want to preserve the peace in the continent, but peace with independence, peace with freedom, not Roman peace, not imperial peace, no, not peace with colony, with slavery, without republic. No, it's peace and dignity, with self-determination of the peoples. That is the peace that we have conquered, that is the peace that we have defended, and the peace that is going to triumph in Venezuela, in South America, and in the Caribbean, with equality, with sovereign rights, with self-determination. That is our peace. So to sum up this brief message so that you can go to the debates, we can also add here, everyone can put themselves to the task. Just a question. It's a little bit hot, right? But it might be the sacred fire. The sacred fire, right? The sacred flame that we have inside us. I always tell everyone, just as I tell Naun, take care of your health, eat Paleolithic, and he continues with his diet, cafunga. He continues eating cafungas. I tell him, take care, and I tell our people, to our entire people, I want you to answer this question sincerely. Who upon you have WhatsApp in your phones? Raise your hands, but sincerely. Jorge Rodriguez, raise up your hand. Delcy Rodriguez, raise up your hand. Do you see? We can't do it like this.